Dun, 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 dun. Feeding the ducks, feeding the ducks. What's up, everybody? You are about to get highly educated with the Canvas Closet Podcast with Canna Queen, that's me, and with MJ, that's her. This is an adult content show with no limitations on subject, language, or actions. Opinions, views, expressions may or may not be that of the host, their guests, their subsidiaries. Please note we're not medical physicians or attorneys, and anything that we say is based on solely on our knowledge and research. So yeah, roll up, show up. Let's start the show. I think I want to start the show. Just hi, you guys. Hi. Somebody said no hat. What kind of craziness is that?
Yeah.
Crazy. I just want to start the show with a little reminder.
Hey everyone, Jamaica Scott here, and I am excited to officially announce that I am running for Tacoma City Council Position 3. I look forward to chatting with you all over the next several months so we can continue to push Tacoma towards that destiny of being a fun, safe, creative, and equitable city for all of us. So keep an eye here on this social page as well as the others so you can keep up with the campaign and learn how to get involved. Thank you so much, and I hope that I can count on your support. Hey, everyone.
Oh,
Jamaica Scott.
Jamaica Scott. If you are in Tacoma, Washington, go give her a follow and definitely give her a vote when time comes. So, hey, everybody. I just noticed that my hair is just like crazy. It's not even. There's
Happy 420.
Happy 420, everybody. There's this crazy thing going on. I just didn't feel like it today as far as like makeup was concerned. And
yeah, I mean, that whole, a 3-day trip.
Yeah, it's been a long weekend.
Will do that to you.
A long weekend. So yeah, welcome to the show, everybody. Make sure you're packing them up and lighting them up. Let us know how your weekend was, what you're smoking on, all that good stuff.
What y'all do for 420?
Yeah, what did y'all do for
our
420?
national holiday?
We started out strong. Went to a concert on 419, got snowed on for sure. And then on 420, we kind of half-assed around a little bit, and then we finally went out, and it was so cold. I was like, I can't be out here. So we came back, and we were high on mushrooms and weed, and we just chilled out here.
It was a nice 420 once we got home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw everyone else's videos of down at the Civic Center, and they looked like they were having a blast, and it looked like a beautiful time. But I felt the opposite side of that spectrum of being motherfucking cold, and it just felt.
Yeah, it was gross outside. You cleaned up from a tornado. Are you guys okay?
Oh no.
She said, "LOL." When I see those pictures of everybody having a good time, like our good friend Shaw smoked a 1-pounder with Rick Ross and also Tommy Chong, and I saw those pictures of our friends like hanging out with and talking to Tommy Chong and everything. I think it would be an amazing experience. But also, when I first see those things, I kind of get a little twinge of like FOMO.
Right. Yeah.
But then I go, nah, because if I'm meant to meet somebody, I'll meet them. That's right. Like, that's how life works. You know?
Yeah. In the situation. Yeah. That's more conducive.
And I'm not going to be freezing my ass off with snot running down my face or whatever when I meet Tommy Chong. It's just not, I'm not going to be maybe tripping balls, trying not to melt.
Yes, in the middle of the city.
I was like, this isn't fun.
We-
So we paid like $20 to park, and then we paid like $40 for some like taco truck tacos.
that we had to wolf down because we couldn't. It was so cold. We couldn't not have our gloves on. Or
It was
yeah,
so
sunshine next
no
year.
no shade of anything. I like Rick Ross just fine. But I'm not like a super fan or anything. Like, I don't even think I have any Rick Ross in my playlist. So, to me, and I think I've talked about this before, where I just don't really look at celebrities that way.
Right.
They just have a job. Everybody's fine. They just have a job that makes them more money than other people's jobs make them.
Right. And they're, that's the thing. It's like they're public figures, and I think that unfortunately the public has always been like, "Oh, you're my friend now because
we know so much about you." We really don't.
We don't surface.
So yeah, I'm glad everybody had a really good time for 420. Let me tell you what I'm mad about today. I do actually have something to be mad about. I'm not mad about it. It just irritates the fuck out of me. I just can't stand it anymore. So I'm not going to name no names, but this person is related to me for sure. But I posted a video the other day, and it was like an educator talking about education and talking about how it's just like preparing the cogs in the system, which is us. We are the cogs in the system. And, she explains to them, one of the things that she was explaining is why there's a bell at school to go to your next class. The reason the bell system was used in schools is because the bell system is what is used in factories to let people know when their shift starts, when to go to lunch, when their shift ends.
Right.
And so they wanted people to be able to come straight out of school and not be confused about what's going on at their workplace with these bells.
Interesting.
So she's explaining this in a very like educated way. I should say eloquent, because whatever words, but in an educated way, and with like
informed way,
super informed, with like source backup, everything, right? So she explains this in like a little 1 to 3 minute video. Just explain, and then somebody goes unnamed comes into my comment section and says, because one of the things that the woman said was that the Republican Party is responsible for the for the things that happen within our education system as well. And I'm not going to disagree that they're not the only ones, but the Republican Party is currently trying to pass and enact laws that force control over their citizens, including banning books from schools. And also they have the Don't Say Gay bill, which affects children in schools. And they also are trying to basically eradicate transgender people, including children, and they're taking children away from their parents. And so it's actively happening. So this person comes into my comment section, says snowflake. It's not just the Republicans. This is you guys, I can't explain to you how much this is my biggest pet peeve. There's a couple things you could do if you see something on one of my public pages and you don't agree with it. And I'm not saying that you have to be quiet about it. You can express your disagreement. You can do that. That's one of the things you could do. But let's start at the beginning. You could see the post, disagree with it, scroll past it, and move along with your life. Okay? You could do that. You could hide information like that from showing up on your page. You could do that.
See less.
see less of it. Yeah. You know, you could also disagree, actively disagree. I'm not saying you can't do that. It's the internet, it's public. You could do that. You can actively disagree. You can also actively disagree and look stupid. Okay. And that last one is my biggest pet peeve. So if you actively disagree with somebody, then come with the information. Don't come in like underhanded name calling or like trying to put somebody down for having a different opinion, a different educated opinion than you. If you disagree and have an informed disagreement, an argument to make, then make it. Make the informed disagreement argument. Make it.
Right. Not just name call.
Exactly. Not at all name call. Not at all name call. Hey, girl. Hey.
What up?
I got to tell you guys about something that happened to me. I'm glad you're in here. I was hoping you would come in today. So I have to tell you guys something that happened on the road to Ohio. And then I think this might explain communications that I've recently had with certain individuals. So we're driving down the road. Oh, that's the thing. That's the thing I hate, by the way. That's it. That's the thing that made me angry. Anyways, I posted something later about how calling people snowflakes is just like trying to deter from the argument. But I really think that it's really about you don't have an argument to make. You don't have an informed discussion to have. So you just turn to name calling. That's an automatic, right? So that's what I think it is. But fuck off if you do that.
Yeah. Then you deserve what you get.
Yeah.
Get what you get.
I go, I'm not having, it was on 422. I was like, I'm not having this delusional ass discussion right now. That's what I said.
Peace out.
Peace out. Get the fuck out of here. So we're driving and we're going to Ohio. It is on the map. It is 16 hours and 45 minutes to get there. What's up? On the map, it says 16 hours and 45 minutes to get there. So then I know it's going to take us at least 18 hours, 18 and a half. I'm riding with a Capricorn. Everything has to be perfect. So, okay. All right. So we're driving. A snowflake is not only beautiful, but if you put a lot of them together, it's called a fucking snowstorm. It'll take your whole house out. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Beautiful and powerful.
So we're riding down the road. We're in Kansas. So as you know, or some of you might not, Kansas is one of the non-legal states that we have to drive through. Everything's fine. But then there's these big signs and they say like drug interdiction program in progress, canines in use. When I tell y'all, I shit my heart. I almost shit my pants. I swear to God, I was like, we're going to jail. And then it was explained to me that they actually, well, I don't know. Maybe this was explained to me to make me feel better because I saw some Colorado plates pulled over and I was like, go the speed limit. Okay. Shh, everybody be quiet. Sit up straight. We
Are upstanding.
Upstanding. Okay. So, but it was explained to me maybe to make me feel better. Nobody move. Exactly. I was looking down at something while we passed all the police officers on the side. I can't even look at y'all right now. It would be suspicious.
Hi, sister.
What's up, Jen? So driving through, I see that sign. My heart drops into my stomach and then into my anal cavity immediately. I was like, I'm gonna shit. I said it out loud. I said I'm a shit. and then just say no to Kansas, agreed. And then we pass all the cops. So anyway, I was told that they actually already know who they're going to pull over, but they have to put the sign as like a warning to the public so that it looks random.
What do you mean? How do they know? Like
Like
they know who they're gonna pull over.
Yeah, they've been watching they've been watching people come in and out of the state. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that. You know, so maybe they just already know, but I don't know if they already know or not. So anyways, that's that. That's what happened on that part of the trip. I was like, I am going to have a whole heart attack in here. I am too pretty for prison. In Kansas, they're gonna make me work in fields, y'all. They got free labor field work. Absolutely not. And so he has kind of either a lead foot or a complete feather foot. It's never like
the speed limit.
It's never like the in between. And so I would be catching him going 55 or like 53 in a 60 mile per hour. And I'm like, dude, I just want to go home. Or it's either that or it's going like 72 in a 60. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, like Jen, reverse. You know what? I always say when we go through there too, what a waste of time. What a waste of space and land. They have zero, like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
So I'm not Laura. I don't even know what that means.
I mean, and we're not like Laura Ingalls Wilder from Little House on the Prairie.
Oh no,
like
no. Oh no, working in a field? No, that's not for me. That's one time when I was younger and I was like in love. I thought I'm gonna marry this Greek man and work on a goat farm and pound olives out of a tree. Me.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Me. No, thank you. I don't know if this went out or not.
I probably did. I think we're good.
But we got through there. It was like a 3-mile stretch of just like cops, just and this fucking
Scarlet
face right
red.
Now. I'm saying. And I drive a red car too. Someone's like, don't speed. And then I'm not gonna say what they are, but there are perks to being the spouse of my husband. So great, but those perks won't exist this weekend when I leave this weekend. So, yeah, I'm just gonna be speed limiting it up.
Yeah.
So, anyways, pray for us.
Yeah.
And we will be heading to the Missouri area very soon. To Missouri. We're coming to brighten up the world.
We're coming to get our product.
So exciting.
Do we want to have people join our Instagram and go guess our summer flavor?
Yeah, go to our Instagram and check out solo.to / Queen Kitty Seltzer. Where is it? If you go check that out, you can find all of our links there, including our website. But go check out our Instagram. Go guess what flavor you think our next flavor is going to be. We're going to announce soonish. And we're putting together a launch party in Denver. So check us out, solo.to / Queen Kitty Seltzer. Queen Kitty Seltzer, pop this kitty, put it in your mouth. You will not regret that.
June 15th launch. If you are in Denver and you want to join us, we will be tickets will be available to that on Eventbrite. We'll get that out and posted
very soon.
And yeah, more details to come on that.
More details to come.
June 15th. Put it on your calendar though.
Mm-hmm.
Launch party.
No, you cannot guess. Please do not guess. We will be driving through KC, but we will be in St. Louis. We'll be in the Lou. yeah, that's where we're gonna be. We're going to see Miss Jackson if you're nasty. So excited. But I'm telling you guys, and don't tell Janet Jackson this, but I bought those tickets for Ludacris. I am going to see Ludacris. He's going to be like, stand up, and I'm going to stand up. I'm going to do it. I'm super excited. I'm super excited.
In the nosebleeds. We're standing up.
We're going to be in the nosebleeds. We're just going to be able to see them on the big screen. You never know what the night will bring, though. I'm so excited about Ludacris. Ooh, ooh. She said, always the Lou. Actually, I did come out to KC sort of recently, but it was just like a little secret trip for me. It wasn't like a business trip. And there's so much I want to see there, actually. So I think that we might schedule a trip. And you know, maybe we'll work it out so that we can go talk to a couple of you know, spots that might want to, you know, have some Queen Kitty, or holler at Mighty Kind Co, which is our parent company. Yeah, that show is going to be amazing, and I'm excited to see Janet. But I'm super stoked because I heard he comes out in the big shoes, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's like I'm 20. So anyways, I'm gonna wear my gold glitter dress and my Doc Martens.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be dope, and like a beanie. That's what's happening. It's just in case I'm gonna be sparkling. Excited. You know how rough it was to get.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Water. It's gonna be wet.
Grab a towel. We've been spilling water all day. I don't know what that means. You're the second person to do that today. There's been some craziness happening in this house actually in the last weekend. I think it's a sign that we need to get rid of the carpet. That's just what I think. That's my opinion. That's my opinion about it. So, okay. So why did I go to Ohio? I went to Ohio, which was a long trip one way, because my sister just turned 50. And so I went out there to go see her, and she's such a shit, you know? So her daughter, well, but also like her daughter, my niece, she had been saying the whole time, like she probably already knows about it because she knows I would not throw her a party for her 50th. Right. And so she's like saying that the whole time. I go, but she doesn't know I'm here, right? And she's like, no. And I was like, so it doesn't fucking matter what happens. Like listen, I'm so confident about it. Doesn't fucking matter what happens for the rest of this. If nobody else shows up, trust, it's not even going to fucking matter. She was like, I hope, you know, because I hope people show up, blah, blah. I was like, people are going to show up for your mom. But also, if they didn't, it's not even going to matter. So,
because I'm here.
I'm here, bitch. So, I'm trying to get the video that was taken from like close up. I have one from far away. But she walks into this place, and I'm just kind of standing over, being blocked a little bit by somebody else, and then just kind of looking over. And so I kind of step a little bit out, and when she comes in, everybody says surprise. She already knew she was having a surprise party. She was like, oh yay, right? And so
quiet.
It got real. It was
like
like surprise.
Hi.
So surprise, right? And then she was like, oh, thank you, you know, whatever. And then she's looking around the room. She's kind of taking inventory of who is at this party. And she grabs, it's like 2 seconds. She grabs eye contact with me, looks away, and looks back. And it's not even like a head turn. She grabs eye contact with me out of the corner of her eye, recognizes me, computes it, looks back, and screams. And then like we hug for like a million minutes. And then Like everybody in the room is so quiet.
I know.
Everybody's like, who's this bitch? We've never seen her before in our lives. How is she more important than any of us? Because I am.
Because you just drove 20 hours.
Because I am. She said that. She said, you came here for me. And I go, of course I came here for you. There's no other reason for me to be in Ohio. I can't think of one.
You were in the car twice as long as you were in the state of Ohio.
Yes. I was there for less than 24 hours, probably. Because I got there at 4 a.m. And I guess just over 24 hours I was in the state. And each trip, each way was about close to 20 hours. So you're right. Spent like 36 hours in the car and 24 hours either on my feet or sleeping. You said I'm not doing that. Do you hear that? You hear that? You hear that, Marla? She said, no, I'm not doing it. I mean, we could have left Thursday and taken a break in between or something like that. But it was just, we were just like, let's both drive. And then we went out and, we had a good time. I got to see, my, niece and my nephews, and then also like my I guess, niece and nephew, although that's a whole different family drama. But I guess my grandniece's father would disagree that we were family. He's not a fan, and that's okay. He's mad because I'm cooler than him.
It's funny. I guess you really can choose your family then. If that's how we roll in. Like,
I mean, technically speaking, he wouldn't be incorrect as far as like blood relation,
right?
But I was raised by his grandfather, and also my mother attempted to adopt my sister at one point. And also, I don't feel like family is blood all the time. I mean, we've proven that time and time again. We have blended families, we have adoption, we have just a different type of blended family where you just have a bunch of adults taking care of a bunch of kids. I mean, it's like, what I'm saying?
Friends that you consider, higher than you consider some of your family members.
Right, exactly. People in your life that you would trust more than maybe somebody that you were blood related to. I mean, there's all kinds of different dynamics. And this statement was made to me over a disagreement about football. Well over a decade ago, for sure. Did not speak to me once. Didn't say hello. And I didn't either. I was like, I'll hold my ground. We good.
Yeah, I don't have. I can.
We good.
I can look through you too.
Yeah, simple as that. Maybe that's petty of me, but I drove 20 hours to get here. You could say hello first. That could be my petty thing. Like everybody else was like, "Hey, girl, what's up? I didn't even know you were coming. I'm so glad you're here."
And you could even just "What's up?" and that's it.
We were like, "Hey,
you don't even have to."
Glad you came out for my mom, a person that I love. Right?
Mm-hmm. That's cool. No.
We've had this talk. Like, people aren't always gonna like me. It's quite all right with me. But if you love somebody that is a part of my life, just be respectful. You know what I'm saying? We could be chill.
Yeah, we don't have to be friends.
We don't have to be friends at all. Because I probably feel similarly.
Yeah.
We probably get the same vibe off of each other.
Yeah. How about that?
What is happening?
I don't know. It's like training going on up there.
Is everything okay? It feels like it is.
The dogs.
It feels like it is.
Yeah. I'm sure there would be more yelling if there were not. So how about that? I have a family member through marriage with a friend of yours. That just from Durango. That's all we know.
You were like, do you know this person? And I was
Because
like,
I didn't know their last name. I didn't know their
Yeah.
last name, and so
we're gonna keep names out of this one too. Just
and so sister sent a very cryptic name, Durango grower. I was like,
why are you sending me this? It's so funny.
for who? Who is this?
So-
I'll ask if they're known.
Right. So then you send me a Marco, right? And then you're like, do you know this person? And I was like, girl, you know this person. We got gossip. So I was like, this is the person in this little gossip. No, you can't know that.
Nope.
Go our Discord, jump on there. Maybe you could know that. But there's some little gossip behind. Anyways, so I was like, yes, of course. It's such a small going to grab cucumbers and pita bread for dinner. Score.
I have a cucumber, but I think it's just like a half.
It's okay.
Get
Cucumber.
more.
We'll just eat cucumber.
Get more.
It's fine. So
Some pepper too.
oh, a red pepper. That would be so good.
I have a half.
Okay. So yeah, so that was such interesting information to find out. And I guess they weren't at the family reunion this
They
time,
were
but they have
not.
been previously. So maybe you've run into each other and didn't even know it.
Maybe. I mean, I haven't been to that side of the family's reunion since I've been out here. So that's 10 years. So, and I would probably say 3 or 4 years before that.
I mean, because he's like definitely in his 30s. So he would have been like a kid and probably looked a bit different had he gone to those same reunions.
Right. And being, living in Florida, it was just different. So, and that, yeah. So interesting.
Make sure you hydrate.
I can't. I spilled my whole water.
The whole thing?
Well, I have a sip to at least get me through.
So yeah, that was interesting as well. Today, we were sitting around. I was trying to get the energy and get motivated to do something with my life today. I could not figure out why my husband had so much energy this morning. Like he was in the same car ride with me. He drove part of the way. I drove part of the way. And I was so exhausted. And all I can come up with, like, honestly, all I can come up with is that, like, I didn't eat very well this weekend. And, like, I'm perimenopausal. So, like, things are starting to affect me differently. Like, that trip would not have, and
the bounce back.
Right. And probably TMI, but, like, I'm also, like, close to, like,
your cycle,
my mood, so I think like those hormones are like affecting me today. Like I'm up here, I'm like, I'm not putting on any makeup. I'm not doing it. I laid out in the sun a little bit today. I'm still wearing that bikini right now. I just put a shirt on for you guys or for me. I don't know. But yeah, it's just, I was just like, I don't understand how, and he was like, I got this much hours sleep. And I was like, yes, I was in the bed. I was sleeping. But then I felt like I had a mushroom hangover this morning.
I feel like, yeah, being in the car like that, it is kind of a whole different kind of trip.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Because you get into that zone of driving, it does. It's like a time warp almost too. Like just
yeah. Yeah, it was actually a time warp. We went through 5 states and 2 time zones. 5 states, 6 states. We went, okay, so we started in Colorado, through Kansas, through Missouri, through Illinois, through Indiana, into Ohio. So 6 states in 3 days. And 2 time zones. So when we were driving back, I was like, we're gonna get younger on the way back. I was like, oh, I'm so excited. Gaining back 2 hours of our lives. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's time traveling. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But you know what the worst part about that was is that I only like one thing if I'm getting a fast food breakfast. And it's not a thing that I would I don't, why are you, what are these just crazy things coming up? I need a moderator on my Twitch. The only thing I like to eat for breakfast, fast food wise, is McDonald's sausage biscuit. That's the only thing I want. I don't want anything else at all. And so when I'm traveling with you, we'll stop, we'll get some sausage biscuits and some hash browns. But if I'm traveling with him, I'm not doing that, because that's just, he's not going to want to eat there, and then he's going to give me shit about it, and it's just going to get that whole thing. And so yeah, we don't do it. And so in the morning, when you're traveling through and you're losing time, while you're traveling, it was like perpetually 8:00 in the morning. And I was like, it's never going to not be breakfast time. I felt like that for a moment. I felt like this panic of, it's never going to not be breakfast time. And I need someplace that doesn't have breakfast food. I need like an afternoon something. But I also wanted something that was like not, a little snack food, or like
not available at 9 in the morning.
Not available in my back seat in my snackle box. I wanted like something hot, and I was
or savory.
And savory, and definitely and savory, because a lot of the snacky food is that's a little healthier, I guess, is more sweet. So it's like snackles. Yeah, because we got like fruit snacks, and we got Nutri-Grain bars, and we have the little trail mix or whatever with like fruit in it, and then we had those Bobo's cookies, and like everything was like sweet. There was nothing like savory about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was our concert snacks too. We were like, chips, please. We need the salt.
I need a moderator on here.
Yeah, we need to freeze that one, dude, because fuck you.
Yeah, I don't, but we'd have to go into the thing.
Yeah, okay.
Is anybody on our list on Twitch right now? Yeah, let's see.
Marion.
Might just cut the broadcast early, to be honest with you, because yeah, I need to do that, but we're on a different platform right
now. Yeah, let's take this minute to light up and take a breath, and we're gonna definitely do some would you rathers, because we like doing that, and it is fun. So today's a chill sesh with us on the Cannabis Closet podcast. We had a long weekend. So and we're going into the week strong, so we've got to get ready for our trip and our travel. We are open for sponsorships if you want to help us as we go on our trip.
Have I made you a moderator over there, Kel? Because I think maybe in the early days I did. Can you switch over there and see if you're a moderator and go ahead and block those guys?
And
yeah, so so anyway, it was a great weekend. It was just like really just run down or whatever,
just like go kind of feeling, without any rejuvenation time.
Right.
Although that's why we started late and went out in the cold, is because we were like, we're just gonna take a nap.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So it was good though. A lot of people just kept on with the festivities all weekend, which I really enjoyed seeing all the pictures and posts. Some friends went out to see Wiz Khalifa and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Ice Cube.
yeah,
Michelle
Ice
from
Cube
Ice
was here.
Cube.
Oh man, I wanted to see Ice Cube because Ice Cube was in Colorado Springs, and I was like, yes, it's on a day where I'm in town. And then you know,
And then you guys left.
yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so I didn't really discuss this business with MJ yet. But we do have business to discuss because she actually brought it up to me and I've been really thinking about it a lot. So here's the question and here's the business for all of our regulars and such. We think that we are going to do a show one day a week. So what do you think about that? And
what would be your preferred
and
day?
which day would be your preferred day? And maybe we'll just try it out for the summer and see how that works out. There's a couple of reasons for it. And I'm just going to be real honest with you guys. So the days that you can choose from is actually Monday or Wednesday. Those are the days we already do the show. So we're just going to cut one of those days out of the lineup. Because those are the best days that work for us right now. Which day would you prefer? And here are the reasons. We don't really have to explain anything that we're doing. I might, you know what I might be doing? If you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and switch over to one of our other platforms. If you don't mind, because I'm not going to like look at that and just continue to ignore it. We're just going to cut the feed over there. So, let's see if I can. I don't know which one to hit. I'm going to try not to lose the whole thing.
Yeah, then just click on the Twitch.
Click on that and then just remove it.
Yeah.
Is it going to remove the whole destination?
Nope, it's just remove this destination. So
From
removing the Twitch
okay.
destination.
Yeah, go over to one of our other destinations. You guys know where they are. I'm sorry for those of you watching on Twitch. Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. So as we were saying, oh, you're going to, okay, but see, I can do this over here. So that's fine. So as I was saying, Monday or Wednesday, I know which I prefer. We would just like to hear y'all's feedback. It's fine. We just got room over here. And so Monday or Wednesday, are our preferred days. The reasons why we're doing this. Number one, I just want to.
Okay, we got 2 for Wednesday.
I just want to say, I'm not speaking for MJ at all, but also I kind of dragged her into this. So and then you know, we went from 1 day to 2 days. And I kind of dragged her into that too. And so I just think you know, as much as I think we both love doing it, sometimes it's a little bit more of a task for her, because it's something that I kind of like was like, do social media. And so she's here doing social media. And so that's one of the reasons that when she said it, I was like, no, I like doing the show. Like, I love doing this. And like, I like, and like kind of coming on kind of like when we started today, I was just like, I'm not into it. And then I'm just like, now I'm all fucking animated. So that's one of the reasons is when she kind of mentioned it, I kind of thought about it from her perspective, and I was like, it is a lot. Because putting a show together, not this one, not this show, but putting a show together, generally speaking, is just a lot of work. It is. We got to, if we have a guest, we got to find the guest. We got to make sure they're coming. Got to make sure we know what we're going to be talking about. Do we have their social media information? We got to have the show poster, which she does all of the art for everything that we do. So now she's got 2 show posters a week. And also, we're working on these cans and also all of this other artwork stuff. So that, it's just a lot. It's a lot. So I think we're going to give it a shot to go 1 day a week. And then the other thing is that, I've kind of talked about this a little bit, and maybe this will give me an opportunity to like kind of leap off of this, but, the whole premise of this show is, about cannabis stuff, like stuff in the cannabis closet. But the idea came from the idea of just talking about shit that was really super uncomfortable. But the reason that it's cannabis tilted is because I wanted to do something in the industry that I love and that I work in and that I know a lot about. And we've talked about this on the show before too, where I just kind of want to do something where we just talk about some uncomfortable shit. And so this might be an opportunity for me to find some time to do a couple of things. One, work on live classes for my company, CQ LLC, and 2, perhaps put together something, pre-recorded or whatever, and then just like release it in bits for like this is going to make you uncomfortable kind of a show. So
yeah. I mean, that was the thought too, is just that it does give you that platform, and and I can do things on the side
in the background, right?
Yes, I'll still be around.
Right. No, she's not going anywhere or anything like that, and she's still going to obviously be on this show. But I think 1 day a week is going to be more conducive for both of us. And I don't want I don't ever want to make my business partner feel like it's just like so overwhelming. And that's kind of like in the past few weeks, just like a little glimpse into our personal lives. It's kind of how it's been feeling. If we can just be like real honest about it, like, we sat and had like a talk the other day, and I was like, I hate this. Like, I was just like,
I hate life right now.
I was just like, I hate everything.
Working.
And so we just had this like really open and honest conversation. And one of the things that was mentioned was like 1 day a week. And I was just in this space where I was just like, whatever, that's one of the things I like. But I knew too that I also needed to like kind of release that a little bit. And that 2 shows a week for the Cannabis Closet podcast sometimes feels like a little much, So as you can see, we didn't even put together this show. Like we were like,
we would love to sit down with Cheech and Chong, and yes, I have seen Rick and Morty. But
we're not
I know, but like just for in terms of we are this is what we do. It's not like we do this for our own voice. And yes, we would love to have guests, but hand us their numbers and connect us then if you got the
right. What
connect,
is the resume? Why are they a guest on the show? They have to be relevant about what we're talking about. So yeah, I mean, and I just think that maybe if we can just focus on doing this 1 day a week, then we can do better, do a better job too. So maybe we won't be so damn tired all the time. I will say I'm super happy about my skincare routine right now because I was really concerned about the no makeup on camera today. I'm not upset about it
The
right
lighting
now.
is great.
Yes, it is. We're not advocating violence on this show. We're just going to block and delete people and remove that energy from our space. So, yeah, one of the things that I saw today is that Delaware, I don't know if they did it on purpose or not, decriminalized. Well, it was kind of on purpose. Thank you very much, Little Bobby Customs. The Delaware decriminalized cannabis, you guys. So it's been up for a vote a couple of times, and then and then the governor, I want to say, has vetoed it, even though he's a Democrat. He's vetoed it several times. So they say legalize. Was this today?
This was
10 hours ago.
for
Well, from what I
recreational.
understood, they decriminalized it. So there's a difference between legalization and decriminalization. Let me tell you what it is. Decriminalization means that you can be caught with personal use cannabis on your person, and it's not going to cause a situation where you're going to end up in jail or something like that, or even get a fine. But when they legalize, with legalization means that generally speaking, that they put in a system in place where you can also purchase that legally. So under decriminalization, there's nothing protecting you for selling or purchasing. Even there's the decriminalization only comes in with the carrying. So if you're carrying it, then you're fine. But if you're purchasing it or selling it, then that's still a crime or whatever.
And there's no legal spaces.
And there's no legal spaces for you to buy it, right? So legalization is absolutely what we want, but decriminalization is a good first step. What are they saying?
It says the headline is recreational marijuana is now legal in Delaware, and this is from cbsnews.com.
I don't believe they know what they're talking about.
Yeah. It was talk a little blah blah. Okay. For people over the age of 21, marijuana became legal Sunday morning after Governor John Carney declined to veto 2 bills involving recreational use. He said he still doesn't support recreational use, but says the focus at the state level needs to go to other issues. Carney says he has concerns for children, safety on roadways, and in poor neighborhoods.
If he was concerned, he would have created a legal system where he could regulate those things.
I'm okay with health care benefits of it when prescribed, but legalizing it, you can just smell it everywhere. I'm not happy with that.
The stigma is real and thick.
It's still real. It is. So someone else is, just making the comment. Of course, it's not a recreational drug anymore. It is used medicinally for many functioning people in society, So the state has not yet established dispensaries, but one of the bills that passed the state legislature creates state-led regulations and licensing for retail cultivation and manufacturing. For me at its base, I think it should be treated the same as alcohol. This is Nicole Smith. I don't know who that person is.
She sounds important.
Right. She must have been noted up top that I skipped over. So it says Delaware doesn't have sales tax, so it's not clear how the state's finances could be impacted. They expect the city to make a lot of money off of cities. It can easily be taxed and be regulated by the government.
So there's a bill. It was decriminalized. They haven't yet put anything into place, and I don't know if they're going to, for sales and things like that. But what happened is that this bill has come through a couple of times, and every time it's come through, the governor has vetoed it. And then this time the governor just declined to veto it. So he just let it sit. And there's like a certain amount of time where after that time expires, the bill then passes if the governor doesn't veto it. So I learned this on TikTok today.
Here it says no veto. Recreational marijuana will become legal without Governor Carney's signature.
Yeah, so that's what happened. Is that he just didn't bother with it this time.
You can light up in private or eat a gummy in private without threat of penalty.
Exactly. So it's just, it's just what it is. Man, the haters are strong today. Just blocking.
Wow. Well,
it's cool because I just, our numbers go up. So that's pretty cool for Delaware. That happened. That is pretty much the only cannabis news that I paid attention to today. Is there anything interesting happening, do you think? Maybe on normal or?
We can look.
Yeah. Let's take a look. And we're almost at 4:20 on the West Coast. So we'll celebrate. Woo woo.
Do we wanna...
And then we'll do some would you rathers. But let's check and see if there's like any cool news stories we don't want to miss.
I know you have the link.
Just looking normal. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got you. I feel you.
I know. I could have totally done that too. I need to update my computer.
And then we're gonna do some would you rathers, and then we're gonna go on with our day. Stop. my dog's back there making all kinds of noise.
Whoa, what's going on?
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, let's scroll down. Ooh. Let's see if there's anything new we want to talk about. So Delaware, 22nd state to legalize. Normal saying legalized too. So I don't know. We'll just pay attention to what that looks like.
Most Americans say it should be legal. Nearly 1 in 3 have a licensed cannabis retail store in their neighborhood.
Yeah, nobody cares anymore. I mean, the people that do care kind of like what? What do you care about?
The Veterans Medical Marijuana Safe Harbor Act reintroduced in both chambers of Congress.
Okay. So they won't be punished for using state legal cannabis. The thing is that when they go to the VA can take their medicine away that they need, their life-saving medicine, if they pop positive.
That is separate from cannabis.
That's separate from cannabis. If they pop positive for cannabis in their system. So if they're taking like a blood pressure medication, for example, and then they have cannabis in their system, the doctor will take away their blood pressure medication. I don't understand that because I feel like doctors are like ignoring their Hippocratic oath. I feel like they're ignoring that. And the reason I feel like even like just like outside of cannabis use, that story that we had the other day where we talked about the woman who her water broke and it was too early and she wasn't like in labor or anything. And the doctor was like, sent her home and was like, there's nothing we can do about it. The baby was still alive when they sent her home, but it didn't have the fluid casing around to stay alive and stay stable. And they were like, you're probably going to lose your child. And they couldn't do anything for her. And she had read, which is true, that, she could go septic, like it could kill her. Mm-hmm. And she ended up passing her stillborn at the salon in the bathroom on the toilet because the doctor refused to give her the care she needed, that he knew she needed. Because why? Because of Florida's laws on abortion. Because that's why. Because it would have been considered an abortion, even though it's a non-viable.
Save her life. Yeah.
They don't care about life.
No, they don't.
They don't care about life. They care about control. And like, doctors are like ignoring the oath that they took to take care of people and like do best by the patient. They're ignoring that completely for state laws. How can the state even take their license away from them when they're like, what would the state medical board take their license away from them for saving a life? That's crazy to me.
They can do what they want. I mean, apparently, like, obviously, like.
So when we see stuff like this, it's just like, like how can you, a doctor, say that you're like a real professional doctor when you don't care about the people that you're taking care of, so much so that you would take a life-saving drug away from them over anything, honestly, over anything at all. That is like crazy to me.
So this one, it is saying, it does look like it's actually supposed to help. So it says the Veterans Medical Marijuana Safe Harbor Act has been introduced in both chambers of Congress. The legislation introduced in the Senate by Senator Brian Schatz, the Democrat from Hawaii, and in the House of Representatives by Congressional Cannabis Caucus co-chair reps Barbara Lee from California and David Joyce of Ohio. Both, he's a Republican. And she's a Democrat, provides a temporary 5-year safe harbor during which veterans will not be punished for state legal cannabis use, and VA doctors will be able to officially recommend medical cannabis in accordance with state laws. The VA would be mandated to study the potential benefits of cannabis for veterans to treat pain, PTSD, and other conditions. While doctors in the VA system are permitted under agency guidelines to discuss cannabis with patients, they are currently forbidden from providing the paperwork necessary to authorize it. This prohibition forces many veterans to pursue advice from out-of-network, out-of-pocket physicians and creates barriers to successful treatment. Many veterans fear losing their benefits and other forms of discrimination for consuming cannabis legally.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the fear.
My dog is whining up there. I bet the gate's closed.
I bet it is. Yeah, it's such an abuse of the medical license that you have, of the oath that you took, of the power that you have over people. Like, it is crazy to me. And it's crazy to me that the state can make such a decision. The state can make a decision when they have no medical training whatsoever.
Yeah.
Ron DeSantis has no medical training whatsoever. How dare, like what?
You're not going to allow anything because it's based on your
religious beliefs,
your belief.
And this is a freedom of religion country, but it's only freedom of religion if you're in the Christian branches of religion. That's real life. Because if somebody proposed a law based on their Muslim teachings, the people would, their heads would explode like a Dave Chappelle skit. I'm not even kidding you guys. It would be like Armageddon, Chicken Little, the world is ending. Like, it would be so crazy. And I just, I'm just like, why? I don't get it. I don't get why. I mean, I get why it's all control, right? But I don't get why it's okay for the state to make a decision about medical health when they don't have any medical training whatsoever. For a bunch of men to make decisions about a woman's health when they've never had a vagina in their whole lives.
Never ever.
Never have they ever. Like, maybe like not ever. in the whole literal the last vagina they may have seen might have been the one that they came out of, and they're making decisions about women's health. It's crazy.
It's awful. It's awful. And just based on statistics
What
that
has
don't
happened
exist.
to separation of church and state? It's like it doesn't exist anymore. They say it, the words come out of their mouth, but why isn't the church taxed? Why are we continuing to not tax the church when they're making huge donations to political campaigns and things of that nature? Like, what are you talking about right now? No. So yeah. Anyways, point being, vote.
Yeah, keep an eye out. We'll keep you guys apprised to that. There's some other, it kind of backs by some other things, but you can go check this out on Normal, norml.org, and check it out yourself. So
vote.
Go vote.
Take care of people.
Listen, read about what you're voting too. Don't just vote.
Let's do some would you rathers before your dog has a whole heart attack. You go let her down.
You wanna?
Yeah. Click on it. Don't just leave it like that. So we'll do some would you rathers while she goes to get the dog, because she's having a whole meltdown right now. Like, how dare you leave me up here? Some people that live in this house have a habit of putting gates up and just leaving. So, okay, we're going to do 3. Okay, easy. First one. I don't know if y'all watch, if y'all see, y'all got the live version of that. Did y'all hear that? So, okay, would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel? Both women, both strong and powerful women. Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel? I think for popularity's sake and the things that I know about the two, I would definitely also for personality's sake, based on the current Marvel adaptations of both, or Marvel and DC adaptations of both of these characters. Sorry, because I almost forgot that Wonder Woman is DC and Captain Marvel is obviously Marvel. So I would say the adaptations that I would probably get along best with Wonder Woman. She seems like she's very, she has strong leadership skills, but she's not super like overall demanding. Like she's demanding in a way that you want to do what she's asked you to do.
No nonsense.
And I think like Captain Marvel, because she has like a kind of like a military thing going on about her. Like, I think that's too much for me. I've had enough of that. I'm good on that. I did that whole life. I don't want it. So yeah. Well, I don't know what you're doing in there, but don't do it, lady. So yeah, definitely Wonder Woman is the way to go on that. Okay. Let's see. Would you rather that's too easy. I think we've done that one.
Yeah, I feel like we've done a couple of those.
Would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power? Lil Bobby Customs. I had the Wonder Woman underoos and army headbands and wristbands, and I was Wonder Woman when I was a kid. I would spin around. She had hair like mine. Because with respect, right? Yes. Having respect is powerful. I agree.
Agreed.
People who think that they're powerful in other ways are not powerful at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely universal respect.
Agreed.
Okay. This is a texture one. Everybody get ready. Would you rather swim in a pool of Nutella or a pool of maple syrup?
I'm going to go Nutella. It's more like mud bath than it is.
It feels gross.
Then sticky.
Nutella, a pool of Nutella or a pool of maple syrup? Maple syrup if you got to swim in it. Nutella if you get to soak in it.
It just says pool. It says swim, I guess.
It does say swim.
Yeah.
You can't swim in Nutella. Your arms be tired.
I guess it depends how warm it is too.
Yeah. Is it warmed up? Is it warm Nutella? Even warm Nutella though.
Well, damn it, Megan. Good thing it's empty.
Syrup. I do love the smell and the taste of syrup. I love when you eat maple syrup at any point in time of the day, that at some point in time that same day, you're going to smell that maple syrup on your person. Somewhere. Even if you didn't like drip it on you or nothing. Every bite could have made it into your mouth.
Yep. It's still going to hit something.
Maybe it won't go into the crevices.
I think it's all going in the crevices. I don't think the crevices. Yeah.
I don't think the crevices are safe.
No, they're not.
I just thought about something real nasty. And that's why you have to have a partner that's willing to eat Nutella out of your asshole.
And that's a preview commercial for Let's Get Uncomfortable.
So we will still have a show on Wednesday. We'll put one together. It might just be a headline show. And then May 1st, we're going to do a show because we're going to be in St. Louis. But I believe after May 1st, we're going to just go to the following week. And if we decide Monday or Wednesday, we'll do a show that following. Could be fun for sexy time with your partner. I wasn't wrong. So we'll decide on that. But we appreciate your input on that. And I feel like, this could change after some discussion or whatever. But I feel like Wednesday would, because it's the middle of the week. Then I got to go to my Monday meetings, and I don't want to do that.
Well, we still have a lot of planning to do.
Yeah, we still have a lot to do. Monday is not going to be an empty day for sure.
No.
So yeah, we'll decide Monday or Wednesday. I think maybe we would lean towards Wednesday just because it is the middle of the week, and like after the weekend, it's really rough to get going. But
yeah.
But yeah, we'll let you guys know. But we will have a show this Wednesday. And then Monday, May 1st, we're going to have a show in St. Louis. We're going to be there. We are happy to entertain sponsorships for our show. We are happy to entertain investment opportunities with Queen Kitty. And And yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now as far as those things are concerned. If anybody wants to help fund this upcoming trip, we'll be more than happy to and to let you do that.
We'd be ever grateful and thankful.
Yeah. We will pay it forward.
But yeah.
Yeah. Those are the things. And I do want to work a little bit more on CQLC, and I do want to work on, maybe bringing you guys something that's not cannabis based. That's something that, everybody can kind of get into and be grossed out by,
Just talk about weird, uncomfortable things.
And things that
are
a lot
of weird, uncomfortable things out there in the world.
Well, and things that people think are weird and uncomfortable that actually like a lot of people experience, and we just don't talk about it because we're just taught not to have those conversations, when honestly those conversations could be life-saving. So that would at the end of the day be, our goal would be to talk about interesting things, but our goal would also be to help people not feel like they're alone in experiencing some of the things that they might experience in their life. So yeah. So yeah, I'll work on putting something like that together. I've been wanting to do something like that for a while. Like I said, that's the reason that the Cannabis Closet podcast even exists, is because we like to talk about things that might get uncomfortable to talk about in the world of cannabis. But generally those things aren't gross and disgusting and
it's legal. And,
they're gross and disgusting in a different way. So yeah, so we'll work on those things. I'll work on those things, and yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Make sure you're nice to yourself and put your mask on before assisting others.
Cultivate love, bring it to you.
You
deserve it.
And of course, as always, stay lifted and gifted. Woo, woo, woo. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, everyone.
We love you.